Yo, what is up guys, Beach Banana here, and today I'm going to show you how I warm up for tournaments and scrims. So the first thing I do is I go into the training mode. Luckily PUBG Mobile has a pretty decent training mode option, although like over here you see these moving objects, there's some moving objects over here and some cars to blow up as well. That's usually what I train with, and I'll get more in depth in a second. Let me just grab the weapons that I usually begin. So I grab the M4 and I grab a whole bunch of ammo with it because I am going to be spraying. I get the extended mag, but other than that, I don't get any attachments. This is primarily so I make my aim more challenging. If I do get like the compensator, the stock, and the foregrip, it's going to be a lot easier. So, I mean, not a lot easier, but you know what I mean. So usually I stand like 20 meters away. I am playing with full gyroscope. And that basically means in the settings over here, gyroscope is always on. In my controls, I have all my sensitivities in the description, by the way. But gyroscope, as you can see, I have pretty much everything maxed out. And that is because I use my phone to aim and when I'm scoped in as well. You see? Yeah. So, basically, I'm just trying to get with the movement, with the aim. Get my fingers warmed up and my hands warmed up entirely, my wrists as well, because with gyroscope you use a lot of that. So I usually stand like 30 meters out, and then I just flick to the objects. So that's pretty good. I gotta turn treatment off because it's too yellow for my liking. But yeah, as you can see, I'm not too warmed up. This is my first attempt. So I go for like these ones. Sometimes enemies try and play with it too, but I like to play a little game where like if I can get it first, then I'm happy with it. But I just keep going. Reload. And I keep on doing this for about like 5 to 10 minutes. Just to make sure I'm like all warmed up, feeling good about my aim, feeling good about the flicks, you know? But you see how I start to predict where the spots are going to come up. And that's one of the downsides of this type of training, is that it becomes predictable. You know usually where they're going to pop up. So once I'm like warmed up over here, 5 to 10 minutes, I go over here, which is a little bit more challenging. I'm actually gonna grab a little bit more ammo because I only have 100 bullets total. Sadly over here, there isn't as many spawns of 5.6, but I go over here and then I just do the same thing. I just keep going. And see, this becomes a little more challenging because they have little protector areas. They have they like to hide behind the objects too. So I keep on going with this, trying to get my hands warmed up. I actually worked out before this, and so my hands are like more shaky than usual. I like to work out after I practice and have tournaments, just because it won't affect me. But this morning it was just such a good time and I was just feeling it, so I had to do those chest workout, you know. But once I'm done with this, I'm just showing you guys like what I usually do. Once I'm done with like 5 or 10 minutes of that, or when I feel like very confident, I switch to the AK, and the AK is a really interesting weapon because it's a lot more challenging than the M4. But at the same time, if you learn the recoil is random, so it isn't like you're not gonna be always accurate. But if you can practice the recoil of like just pulling down the weapon at the certain ranges, then it gets a lot easier when the enemies are in front of you. Especially if you have aim assist on. Another downside of this training mode is that you aren't practicing with aim assist. This is straight just aim, and so aim assist will make you behave in a different pattern, or your aim will be different slightly. And that's why the third step of warming up is going into TDM. So after I'm warmed up with the AK, you know, I got my good gyro flicks, I'm feeling it, I like got the visuals down. So when you're practicing, you want to not crouch when you're shooting, primarily because it's a lot easier to control your recoil when you're crouched, and so you want to give yourself a challenge when you're shooting. Initially, you can crouch shoot, especially if you're like shooting from long ranges. But like crouching makes a lot of sprays a lot easier. See, the first spray was with crouching, the second was without. And the second one was a little bit more spread. But anyways, after I have warmed up my AK shots, my flicks, all of those good things, we go into TDM. And preferably, I want to know what game mode I'm practicing or what game mode I'm gonna be playing in. So like for scrims, usually I know whether it's CPP or FPP. Sometimes they switch it over, so I do both. For tournaments especially, I want to know exactly what game mode, game type we're playing, so I practice that. So for example, ESL is all FPP, and so I just practice FPP in TDM. But TDM is a very good practice for your aim assist recoil. So most people play with aim assist, and you have to play like around it. So for example, you kind of need to learn the recoil with the aim assist, and this TDM just helps practice that. This also helps to warm up all of your movement. Wow, he was invincible for quite some time. But this overall just helps you like finalize your warm-up after you practice in the training mode. You got the shots down now, but after you play like a good 5 minutes of TDM and you feel confident, then you're set to go. You're ready to aim and own everybody down in the actual tournament or scrims when it counts. And PUBG, I feel like, is like, it's a good representation of like confidence. So if you are confident in your game, oh, this is awkward. Oh my god, the nade got me. If you're confident in your gameplay, then you're gonna overall perform so much better. And doing this warm-up just really brings that out. Ooh, I had to reload. Oh. Wait, I think I got him. Another thing I like to do. Oh. Haha. Aim assist goes through walls, by the way, guys. Oh my god. So another thing I do personally, which not a lot of people do, and some people make their... Okay, so in general, your hands, since it's a touch screen, there's a consistency that you want to get with like how your thumb feels on the screen, right? And this doesn't affect my gyro, but it does affect my movement. So usually if my hands, like after a shower, my hands are usually like somewhat wet or just like damp, you know? What the hell? That was awkward. So usually I use some coconut oil. I have it in a little container, and I don't use a lot. I use like very little, but that like amount of just not really grip, but like the different consistency is what I like play with, and I have gotten used to it. and I just feel like so much more confident with this type of consistency. That was funny. I was jiggle peeking him. I don't know how that second guy got me solo, but yeah. Another thing people do is they buy thumb sleeves. A lot of Fortnite people, or not a lot, but at least Ducky the Gamer, I watch his YouTube videos sometimes, and he uses thumb sleeves. Thumb sleeves, they just basically make your finger movement more consistent overall, so you don't have to go through the procedure. I think my teammates are nading me. Oh. Oh. So right now, I'm just demonstrating for you guys, so I'm not like fully focused in. Especially if I'm talking. If I'm like trying to focus super hard and talking, it doesn't work out too hot. But our team is doing good. So I usually do this for like a good 2 games. I like to put like 2 games into it. And it's all about the confidence. If you're feeling good, then you don't have to play those 2 games. But if you aren't, whoop, and missing my buttons. There we go. So I exit the match immediately because it's a lot faster to get into the next one. I'm just gonna do one more just for practice. I do have games in like 3 hours or so, but I just wanted to put out this quick video to show you guys what I do as a professional PUBG Mobile player. Let's rock the AK. I've been trying to practice with the iron sights on the AK. The one thing I learned is that if you're looking up at a target, so if you're looking up on the 3rd floor or if you're on the bottom of the hill, you want to have that red dot equipped, or that hollow, or whatever scope, because you just lose so much vision with iron sights if you do. Oh god. Jesus. This is sketch. Oh man, yeah, he was waiting. But yeah, if you're looking up, you lose so much vision of your target if they're left or right of your iron sight. What the hell? Oh my god, that's a nade. We out. Damn. So the aim assist there, like, got me. Mess up my aim. And that's what you gotta practice with this. My team is literally owning. Oh god. Mistakes were made. They're nading, no. Oh no, I'm out of bullets. Oh boy. They don't notice. Hello? Please die? Okay, cool. Oh god, they're right behind me. He's so clueless. Aww. Oh my god. They're just coming on all over. Oh, I messed up my tracking on that one. Oh, this is awkward. Oh my god. That awkward moment when you're pressing the wrong buttons. Ah, I heard him last second. Dang it. Oh. Oh, I forgot to turn the guided access on. Oh, it's a little bit too late for that one. Oh, the timing. The 40 bullets. They just keep spraying it in. But yeah, that's pretty much how I warm up. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys learned something or if you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.